I like the start. Power play has been struggling a little bit, and for us to get a power play goal early, I think was big. Um, Obviously, you don't want the answer that Lake State came back with and scoring the next shift, but I like the fact that they were chasing us all night versus us having to chase them. So that was a positive for sure. Yeah, I should rephrase what I said. I like the fact we scored first. I don't. Our start was okay, but that had more to do with Lake Superior probably than us. They were playing hard early, and we they had us on our toes or our heels a little bit, and probably had the better of the play. And then we got the power play and scored the power play goal, and ultimately they scored the next shift. But yeah, that goal late by Scar was a big play. Give us the momentum back, get the crowd back engaged. You feel a lot differently going into the intermission with the lead for sure. Yeah, they just, I mean, our guys are starting to develop this team's identity, and we've talked about it a long time. This has been a winding road to get to this point, but they're doing and saying a lot of the right things in moments where there's adversity. They're falling back on our core values of discipline and toughness and integrity, and they're sticking together when things go sideways or you give up a goal or something bad happens. They stay together, which is positive, and so it's big that they lift themselves up. It's hard when the coaching staff have to lift them up or the coaching staff has to hold them accountable. When they hold themselves accountable and they do that, then it's really special. Yeah, he did a good job. I was frustrated by the last goal, and I was frustrated because I want it's real easy at 6-2 for guys to take their foot off the gas, and then we let one in the third, but the goalie doesn't want. He's not going to take if he takes his foot off the gas. That's bad. He's not going to take his foot off the gas. I was hoping that game would end 6-2 for Christian, but it didn't. But he did a nice job. He made some big saves when he needed to. He did a nice job on the penalty kill. I think that penalty kill we had in the third was a big kill for us. We didn't have a bunch of them tonight, but that was a big one. But I thought Christian played well. Yeah, they announced Breck, didn't they, during the game? I wasn't sure. Breck didn't think he got it. He thought Quinn tipped it, but either way, nice to see Quinn continue on that, and that line's been doing a nice job. And I said after the game that when we get contributions from multiple lines and we get more than one or two lines playing well, that's great for us. Scardina scores and Quinn scores and Brett scored tonight. So that's and then Nori gets a shorty and Nava gets that. Like so, everybody's involved, right? And we've got a lot of guys playing on special teams, and so when you come to the rink, you feel like you're gonna have a say in how the game ends up. Yeah, the games are 60 minutes, and everybody talks about you got to play the full 60, and again, so 60 is not 59 or 58 or 57. So if you break it down in the 20-minute increments, you got to play, you got to finish periods, and I like the fact that we did that. We did finish. Obviously, we finished the first, and then we got the lead back in the second, and finished that. We started to play better, and the start to the third was really positive. So there were a lot of positives to take away from tonight. We won the special teams battle, which is big, but we have to take a look at what we see on tape and whatever changes or adjustments we need to make for tomorrow. We need to do because we put ourselves in a good spot, and now the goal is to get 3 more points tomorrow. And how we do that is making sure we're ready because I know Lake Superior State's going to be. Yeah, it's four of our last 5, which is definitely a positive. And when you one of the players said it as we were talking and going through the game right after, and one of the guys said, "Hey, we're building something here. Let's keep this thing going the right direction." And it's not it's not only going the right direction because we won 4 out of 5. It's going the right direction because how we're handling the games, how we're playing, how they're handling practices, how they're uh, engaging with each other, and how they're making sure that individually and collectively they're holding ourselves to our core values and our standards, and those are theirs. And that's when when you talk about that, the results are obviously important, and that's the thing that most people look at right away. But the results don't come unless we're doing the other things that I just talked about, which again, they're doing it. We said this after the game last week. um, I said it to the players after the games last week. The results we got at Ferris State were because of the players. They held it together between periods. They stayed disciplined. They did what they needed to do. They're the ones out there playing the game, so they deserve all the credit. And just like tonight, they kept going and they're pushing. And so it's fun to see when they get rewarded, because they do work incredibly hard. I mean, I don't think there's very few nights or very few practices where we can sit back and say, geez, our guys didn't work, because they work.